whilst I'm talking about this, if you can give some consideration of particulars that you would like to know about keeping. All right, I'm going to talk about two things: standing up, standing back. All right, but there are some core basics with keeping. Movement, I think, is absolutely vital and arguably ahead of glove work. Okay, because glove work is always going to be compromised if you haven't got your body in the correct position. All right, so you know, lateral movement. We spend a lot of time on lower body strength, core strength, posture. Okay, giving the keeper the ability to get in the correct position to glove the ball. Clear? Movement, very, very important. Okay, and the way to move, you know, whether you skate or cross over, it's interesting. Someone asked me one day how I move. I had to actually go and physically do it to find out. There's not a lot of rights and wrongs in that respect. Whatever's comfortable. We're looking at head stability. Okay, we're looking at body height, and those things will gauge whether the movement's efficient and effective. Okay, what we're looking to do by the movement is, keepers are different around the world, but here in this country the balls tend to be a little bit quicker. We're looking to catch slightly on the inside of the body. Okay, gives that ability to move across this solid base if the ball's edged or moves. Okay, so that's a genuine take. Just on the inside, we're looking for good head and glove alignment. Okay, it's the same as batting in that respect. If you're catching out here, which sometimes we've got to, the catch becomes more difficult. Okay, so we're looking for good head and glove alignment, and we're looking for, okay, that movement, fingers down, same basic as good catching, but we're catching a ball at 50 to 100 mile an hour, okay, depending on level. So you need that absorption through the arms. Okay, fingers up, fingers down. On a hand up, on the catch up here, your dominant hand is where the ball's sitting. Okay, and the other one's backing it up. Okay, there's different trains of thought whether you're catching beside the head or there's nothing wrong with catching there, but I've always been taught to catch, you know, just off your eye line for obvious reasons as a health and safety. You can also visually see it. Okay, so that's movement and that's glove work in a nutshell. Okay, good length of catch, good head and glove alignment, good solid posture and a nice lateral movement. Basics of good keeping. Yes? Okay. Standing up. Alright, again, there's some different trains of thoughts. Keeping is quite an individual thing. I've seen some, you know, very, very effective keepers have different stances and different ways of moving. Alright, so don't take anything I say as gospel, but it is my view and my thoughts on keeping. Okay, off stump, and what I would like, well, again, this is going against what I prefer. I like to have everything real, as I said out there. Okay, so for the course of this, I'll just use this one stump, but I would prefer to have 3 stumps here. Okay, so off stump, position behind the stumps. You're working with different levels. Some of you work with very youngsters. Okay, make sure their position behind the stumps is consistent. Normally about the inside foot, and I say inside. There's a reason I say inside. Right. Straightforward. Straightforward. No part of your gloves, hat, body can go in front of the stumps. We know that. Okay, otherwise it's a no ball. So you've got to get a comfortable position behind the stumps, a comfortable crouch, weight on the balls of your feet, you know, relatively low. Okay, and you know that different crouches, but what you don't want to find is weight back, sitting back, those type of things. Your weight's got to be slightly forward. Alright, and a nice posture. Now the movement is interesting. What I'll get you to do is, can you just throw me a series of balls just outside off stump, please? Yep. On the full. On the full, please. Just through here, low. Tight at the stump, please. Okay. What did you notice about those takes? Yeah, I call it clearance, the outside foot. Now this is where you'll get different keepers have different trains of thought. If that ball's here, I can stay put and take it. No problem, get good head and glove alignment. Okay, but I clear, and I've been brought up to clear on every take. Okay, and it goes slightly on an angle. It's just the way I've been brought up to do it. You know the rationale for that? Yeah, it may make a little bit more room here, but that's not really the reason. Certainly gives stability, definitely. But look, a lot of the keeping now is done over the top, particularly in England. Ball moves, and our spinners actually turn it some days, yeah? Okay, so, alright, that was for his benefit, but anyway. So, if that ball comes straight through, we can say he didn't take it, but what happens now if that actually turns? Okay, or actually moves late in the air. Alright, I'm here, so all I got to do is move over the base. Got him. But if I've got to go everything, that may happen as well. Okay, so there's no rights and no wrongs, but I've been brought up to have this here, so I just move the top half of the body across the base to line up that head and glove alignment. So I'm setting up for that ball that whatever eventuates. Does that make sense? Yeah? And it does give me good stability. And also, that there helps with body height as well. Getting nice and low, because we're over the top, we want to be down here. The ball's not often coming up here. Is that fair? So that's the reason, and that's the general movement there. So if there's no questions, we're going to move on to leg side movement. Okay? Leg stump. Inside foot goes roughly around that leg stump. This foot here kicks it out the way. Big thing with the movement down the leg side is your body weight and your transfer. Where's my weight now? Yeah, back in here. I can still go here, but your weight is kept slightly on the inside here. Okay, so it's there, there. Yeah, good posture, good position. Okay. Now when you're doing leg side work, and you're teaching youngsters, I don't put anything in the front. I just allow them to see the ball all the way through, because I'm focusing on footwork. Once you go into game context, you must put something in there, because there is a visual implication when you're keeping down leg side. Okay? And the secret to keeping down leg side, anyone know? Taking the ball successfully down leg side, what's the secret? One thing. Yeah, low, good body height, excellent. Yes, keep going on that line, keep going, keep going. Opposite to that. Move late. Move late. Move as late as possible. Okay, you need to get as much information as you can before you go. If you see it coming down there and blow me down, you've got this one going and you've gone, I probably shouldn't be here. Okay, yeah, so you've got to go as late as possible to get as much information as you can, and then it's a bit of a anticipation or a keeper skill to get across there and take it. And look, I've done right-handers there, the same applies for left-handers, everything I've talked about right here. Is that cool? That's the basics of keeping over the top. Now, there's so many drills. We do the one-handed rotation drills, and the reason we do the one-handed rotation, let me show you. Okay, noise of the throw, please. Yep. Okay. Ready? You're throwing quite low to my right. Yeah? Move away, please. Got a good touch, got a good touch. My weight is forward to the back leg. My hand position is very important. It's not there or there, it's there. Okay? The weight transference is important now, but the key also is taking the hit, watching the ball. What happens sometimes with a lesser keeper, batsman's gone charging down the wicket. We're pretty excited here. We've got a stumping on the case there. Get across here. We're ready to go. He's on his way. And we do that. Yes? We actually forget the number one thing we've got to do is the keeper catch the ball. Okay? And in the heat of battle as it's coming, it's easy to drop the head in. So we work that drill, teach our keepers to track the ball. Track it before you do anything else. Catch first, stump second. We must be strong in both hands. We do everything here, and we do everything here. This hand might not be strong if you're right hand dominant, so you do 10 here and you do 20 here. Basics, yeah. I do a lot of work on the bounce, and that's working physically. Keepers have to be strong working low, and it's also working hands as well. Big wide gloves when you're working down. Game drills, okay. We need to be practicing getting up to the stumps and taking a ball from mid-wicket or whatnot. Keepers make it look easy. It's quite a challenging thing to be running, taking a catch, taking bails, all that sort of stuff. We obviously do our nicks. We do little short nicks with cones here. We do high balls. We do off the board, stumpings here. Crikey, there's so many different drills we do here. We do winger, wing off the board, there. Position of slips is a really important thing. Okay, if I ask, have we got any keepers here?
12, yeah.
Oh, Tom, just head down there and put this ball here, where you sleep. Okay, where are we going? We've got 3 minutes. Where you stand? Here I am here. I'm the batter here. Yeah, so you stand just a fraction to the offside. Yeah, put that on first slip, wherever you think it is. Okay, put this one on second. And if you guys now can come around in front so we get the best look of it. Any questions, please? Just while we're wrapping this up, any questions you want to know about keeping? Now, are you happy with Tom's setup of the cordon there? Yep. It's even better. Go there. Go down, stand and finished. Go down, stand and finished. Okay. Ready, Tom? Just take a couple to get rid of that. Okay, nice, nice. Good, 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 good. Good catch, young man. Well done. You haven't moved off your mark?
Yeah.
Okay, fish catch.
Keepers.
Keeper's catch. But to be honest, I reckon he's got it right. I reckon he's got it right. He wouldn't want to have it any wider. Okay, and I was watching Tom how he marked their keepers for me. Should be really particular. You stand here and don't move until I tell you to. Okay? He's in charge of him. Now, if it goes through the middle, I'm only coming at one person. And that's the keeper. Okay? It's his fault he's positioned him too wide. And then second, you know, he'll be up level with the keeper. And so he's in charge. And I reckon he's got it right. I reckon that looks good. But so many times I see the first slip in tight. There are variations. Tom, give me a situation where you might hang this first slip out a bit wider. I'll put you on the spot here. Anyone? Anyone want to throw one in?
Yeah. Some of the big outies or a lefty shaping across.
Yeah, I'd only really go left armour. I'd be a bit nervous if you got a big outie and then your bowler comes and gives you this one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, you're right, spot on. Left arm, you might just hang them out.
Yeah.
So there's different situations that might create that, but guys, it's interesting because most of you will have teams that have slips. Have a look, see where they position them, because I reckon they hide them a little bit in behind the person, tucks in here, and he has a bit of a day off. Just looks at the game, nice game, but doesn't have anything to do. Get them out. Get them out, put a bit of pressure on the keeper, and it is the keeper's responsibility. So, guys, that's 9 bells. Are there any questions? As I said, it's been really good around here and keeping up. We spend a lot more time on. So,
And Nearly talks about foul position, so coming up into that sort of powerful stance. A lot of kids actually come through that and then go down. So just getting them just to stay like down longer.
you want to talk about standing back there. You want to rise with the ball. Now, with keeping over the top of the stumps, you need to be low. You need to be low. Okay, because a lot of time the wicket's tired, a bit older, you know, keeping the spinners, and the ball's going to keep a bit lower. Okay, and that's a skill of a keeper to rise quite quickly with those soft turns. But standing back, yeah, you don't have to be that low. You're right. You come up into that power position there. All right, and it's all about timing. Okay, I think the best thing for keepers is walk into your mark. Okay, bowler's just about ready to go. You go down. As quick as you're hardly down there, so you really, and it's not that low. Like with the spinner, you're quite low, but with the seamer, it's you're down and you won't be as low. You're back into that position quickly. Spot on, 100%.
What's your advice to, you got a really good young keeper and they like standing up stumps to medium paces, okay, but they may, obviously they get a nick, they might catch some, might drop some.
Very simple. I'll ask a keeper why are you doing it? What's your justification for coming up over the top? And he might say, well, this, you know, trying to break a partnership. This guy's been batting for the last hour and trying to create something. So, okay, cool. This guy's batting out of his crease. Fantastic. So my point there, and the answer to Rodney is ask why. Because if he can't give you an answer for going up over the top, he just wants to be a millionaire and go up there and try and get a stumping. No point. Absolutely, get him out of there because he could miss the nick. Dead right. So there has to be a justification going up over the top. And I suppose I would hope that he's good enough. I quite like to see it in one respect, that he's backing his skills and ability. I quite like that. But I want to know he's got that skill and ability. But most importantly, I want to know there's a cause.
No, I'm more keen. If the ball's quite new, it's moving around a little bit, I'd rather, early order batters, they make a nick. I'd rather they get the nick, get the easy catch, they're out, not scoring 100, and then,
100%.
at different stages of the game, it's relevant. And sometimes
If he's batting just in front of the danger zone, and you've got a swing roll, and he's negating the swing while batting so far forward, you might want to bring him up to bring the bike back, so you can get the nick at first slip.
I think you want to encourage them. I mean, because you do want, if you've got a low, slow wicket, it's very valuable to have a keeper that can stand up to many paces. You don't want to discourage it. You just got to make wise decisions and practice a lot and pick the right time.
Can I finish with the keeping side of things in saying that us coaches don't at times give enough time to keepers. Okay, so my advice and the way I operate with keeping training is to make them self-sufficient. I will give them the tools, I'll try and give them the knowledge to be self-sufficient. And I'll advise you guys to do the same. Because when you rock up your training at 12 or 14 or sometimes larger squads, you have a lot to deal with and a lot to take care of. All you need to do is give your keeper time if you've made them self-sufficient. Give them time, give them resources, give them an opening bat to hit some balls, whatever it may be. Just make them keep it self-sufficient. A lot of the time, or you either haven't got the expertise, which we're not qualified in all areas, okay, and you simply have not got the time to go and give them half an hour to work on their keeping skills. So find a time to upskill them, okay, give them the activity, give them the knowledge, and then allow them to make sure that they do it each training session. Don't neglect your keepers. They are very, very important. Yeah, in my opinion.
So if you've got two in a team, you basically get them to work together and coach each other. And know all the stuff, hey, you're a bit low, you're too high, whatever.
That's the best way. Actually, try and get two in the team, definitely. Yeah. And as I said, I lean towards them. I encourage them to go. Go and do your work. I'll come and keep an eye on you. Give you some tips. But don't get keep the ball. Guys, well, a lot of time it is. So I appreciate your time. Thank you very, very much for having a listen. Maybe there's a point or two within there that might be useful for you. Okay, I certainly enjoyed the morning, and hopefully you guys did. So thanks for your attention. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.